tenho nível para isto. Acho que é um relict. Ainda nada tinhas feito? Como é que o gajo se chama? Corretor Dimitri Bomb. É o Dimitri Bomb que depois eu vim dar aqui sem querer. E depois tinha medo que o gajo morresse. Agora afinal isto tem demasiado nível para mim. Oh, já morreu. Dar sem querer ao local da missão. Tipo, estava a ir para outra missão qualquer e encontrei uma gruta, entrei, queria explorar, fui para aqui dentro e ir a outra missão. Coitado do François. Será que existe para aqui alguma coisa? Reterre de Françoise Belleville. Acabou por cima do monte. Está aqui outra entrada. Mas vai dar ao mesmo, não vai? Este sítio é mesmo bonito. Isto é tipo Itália com França misturado, não é? Porquê que estou a ir a pé? Também aborrece chamar o cavalo, senão ele ainda fica para aí preso. Estes atalhos. Parece que estou a seguir o caminho mais rápido pelo GPS, então mandam-me para dentro da casa das pessoas. Oh, parkour! Dá para aqui para dentro do poço. Oh. Agora não consigo sair. Eu não consigo sair. Estou a gozar. What the fuck? Agora...
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher. I was to get in.
Afraid I've got bad news. Sir Legoff fell in combat.
Just as I had feared. He was so terribly courageous, bold to the point of being rash. He'd have done anything for me. Gran always said true love must end in true tragedy. It seems she was right.
No.
Sorry, Phil.
Coitado do François. Ele era como um filho para mim.
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Então agora a mulher precisa de dinheiro para o funeral. Foste-lhe.
Years past on your last sojourn in
Pois.
I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
Que isto deve ter acontecido no jogo.
At Chanfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Free money?
Gotta stop by that bank.
Free money? Free money.
Good to see you again.
Show me the money.
Welcome
Show
to
me the
Gentleman
money.
Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer's always right. How might I be of service?
Show me the money.
Got an account here. Like to make a withdrawal.
Naturally. Your name?
Geralt of Rivia.
Wait a moment, please, while I find the relevant record.
Show me the money. Ela já ligou o alarme silencioso e vão trancar as portas, já que aparecem 50 guardas aqui.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Extraordinary circumstances, you see. There's a note in the records. The account holder is dead.
That's inaccurate, as you can see.
It's some kind of mistake. The note is clearly wrong. To reactivate the account, you'll need permit A38. For more information, please go to window number 1.
All right. Where's window number 1?
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
I'd like to reactivate my account, so I need a copy of permit A38.
Wrong window, I fear.
Então,
Happen to know where I can do it then?
Let me think. Perhaps upstairs, in records? Or downstairs in the archive? You must ask them, sir.
Do just that.
foda-se, parece que estou num banco mesmo. Este é o melhor jogo de sempre. Ei, que é isto?
Yes? Can I help you?
Ganhei uma carrada de entries só por ler uns quantos livros. O que é que ganhei para aqui? Insectoides. Isto são carraças gigantes. Necro... What the fuck? Carré. Ah, tá aqui o... Que é isto? Baguetes. Carrei. Este também tem asinhas. Então eu tenho que subir aqui.
Right. All in order?
Sorry, gotta get through.
Hold there. What is this? Back off the queue, sir. You cut the line, sir.
Vou cagar.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer is always right. How might I help you?
This where I
O
get permit
cliente tem sempre
838?
razão.
Naturally. Just hand me your Form 202, please.
Form 202? Just what are you trying to pull?
Sir, I'm not pulling anything. Just following procedure. Permit A38 can only be issued upon presentation of Form 202, as stated specifically in Ordinance N60. Please, go to window number 1.
Just came from there. Never mind. Be back shortly with Form 202.
That'll do, sir. Jumping the queue. How dare you? You cut in front of me, sir.
Oh meu Deus.
Well, couldn't really give a crap.
You boor, you churl. I will not stand for this. Just you wait, I'll teach you some manners.
Go on, hit me.
Oh, gentlemen, if you wish to raise a ruckus, do it outside. Outside, now!
Mas eu tenho que ir buscar o papel, meu.
Come on! Poor simpleton, prepare to be humbled. I shall teach you the meaning of decency.
What? Lost your nerve?
Poor simpleton, prepare to be humbled. I shall teach you the meaning of decency. You cut the line, sir. Poor simpleton, you cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir.
They say a great deal
You
about
cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir.
Ah, agora vou-te cortar a frente também, peraí.
Can I help you?
Ah, não, vou ter que acabar aqui por último.
Tasteless is an understatement. Nazeri.
Agora já não há voltas para a linha. Ficas aí nas
Cut
escadas.
the line, sir.
Barbaric land.
Ficas aí nas escadas, cara.
She often goes deep in hot to put on the show.
Ficas aí com a moto.
Surely wonder who she got to lend for that much coin.
No safer place than a bank.
Archive. I traipsed down there myself once.
O que é que o gajo disse? Que mapa no era
What can I do for you? Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank.
Anda por aqui.
Come on. Where the hell'd she go? Hair pomade. Need to follow the scent. Could be the lead I need.
Pomada do ar. Cabelo.
There's a catch.
Pomada do ar.
An order?
Catch don't
Can I help you?
So you see, she claims puffed sleeves will be in fashion next season.
Excuse me. Got something I gotta take care of at window
You
one.
cannot be serious.
I too find it hard to believe. For
Excuse me.
Oh
Can you
meu
not see
Deus.
what it says there? We're on our break.
Isto é tal igual.
Celine, darling, sign this for me, will you?
Oh, there you are. Listen, there's something
We're
I...
on break.
Ah, you try to be polite, it just never gets through.
Got no choice, I guess. Need to wait till we're done with the break.
Can I help you?
Não acredito.
You must wait. They have the break now. So, what do you hope to get here, my friend?
Permit A38. Though, guess I need Form 202 as well now.
Form 202. Easy peasy. Certificate P. Now, that is a change. But, as we are both forced to wait, fancy a round of wind.
Why not? Let's lay him out.
Now, that I understand. I'll start arranging my deck.
Ah, tem outra carta. Agarrando a carta. Ganhou por um. Fogo. Ah, já ganhei.
As your prize, I shall reveal to you my foolproof method for cutting through this bureaucracy. Nothing ever comes of using the normal channels. I have seen them try everything. Magic, hypnosis, bribery. Nothing works.
Might as well go if nothing works. There's nothing I can do?
Be kind. Be pleasant. This and only this. The woman here, she sits at her window 12 hours each day without hearing so much as a good day from anyone. But muster up some flowers, some perfume. Well, you will resolve your matter lickety-split.
Right. Certainly worth a shot.
Eu tenho que ir comprar flores.
Good luck.
Isto parece aquele episódio da mosca do Breaking Bad.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
Need Form 202 to get a copy of Permit A38. Do you know that? Couldn't have told me? Wasted a lot of time because of you.
Please, sir. There's no need to lose your temper. I thought it obvious and thus needed no stating. The form will soon be ready. Name and surname?
Geralt of Rivia.
Let me find it. Get on, Gmail. Here it is. Geralt of Rivia. Sorry, sir, I cannot issue Form 202.
Excuse me?
The applicant in question has been declared dead, officially. Now, do tell me, sir, how am I to enter that into the ledger?
Had an ulterior motive for coming here. Conversation with you. It's probably why I'll come back, then come back again. Until the day you give me a smile. That moment waiting for.
Oh. You, sir, are quite the charmer. Ah, please, wait a moment. I shall fetch Master Cinfanelli. Perhaps he'll arrange something that excludes the paperwork.
You tell him dinna disturb, but no, always some bugger who can't stand to wait. Plough me, who's this? Hearty greetings, Master Geralt. You haven't paid us a visit in eons.
Been a bit busy, but I'm back now and I need your help with something.
Of course. Now do tell, how can I help you?
Got a problem with my
Eu também
account.
tenho que me jogar a
Withdraw
hora.
some coins, see, but
No problem there, we'll get you paid up in a jiffy. I'm just gonna need to settle yon tiny wee trifle.
heard that already. Permit A38, among others.
Oh, my hands are tied without them, Geralt. But I see you're a quick learner in the ways of banking. You'll get them in a heartbeat.
Cianfanelli, no more excuses. Pay out my coin, now.
Come on, Master Witcher, for why the ire? There's no need. We'll have it all for you. You just need to see the necessary documents.
Got a document right here means a hell of a lot more than any of your forms or permits. Have a look.
Her enlightened highness, she's hired you.
Mm-hmm. And as her personal emissary, I demand access to my account, right now.
Aye, Master Witcher. This way.
Tá bom.
So how's the
Este
trade?
gajo ainda está aqui sentado.
Can't complain.
Good for you. Your neck of the woods, things are dark, dark shite. Wine sails are stuck in the muck and sinking deeper. It's the fucking wretched names, I tell you. folk out with the duchy have they any notion how to say cote de blessure and all that. It twists their tongues in bloody knots. Makes them ashamed to ask for it.
Então.
Done. Deposit
É um Jedi.
256. Last in on the right.
O gajo é um Jedi. Agora não tenho nada ali dentro.
What the hell's this, Cianfanelli? Box is empty.
Well, coins got to circulate. So when we learned you were dead, Master, we, circulated yours. Purchased stocks, bonds, invested in a few vineyards. Before we knew it, there was hee-haw left in the box.
Really ought to call it what it is. You robbed me, plain and simple.
Nay, Master Witcher, never. I wouldn't dare.
Oh, you'd dare. And now you'll answer for it. Open the gate.
Master Witcher, I'll pay it all back, every red copper. I swear it on my nana's beard.
Got a week, not 1 day more.
You shan't regret this, I swear. I'll rustle it up, have it ready for you in 7 days.
Mm-hmm. See you then.
A smashing place we have. Wine by the barrel. Peace and quiet.
Ah, agora tenho que fazer isto, né? Não. Vou ficar aqui. Ficar uma semana à porta. Oops.
What is it?
Got your coin, sir. And a wee gift to thank you for the trust you showed. This blade's the Reckoner. It saved my arse a fair number of times.
Thanks, Cianfanelli.
Só 500.
One last thing. I'd like to apologise for the whole mingin' kerfuffle.
Isto tudo só por 500 moedas. Deixa eu meter isto. Olha já aqui.
Stocks and the whip await those running.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always...
This got worse, okay? Are you there?
Isto é sangue? Ah, não.
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone do something?
Was that truly necessary?
O homem está ao telefone.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
Sim.
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then wag! Thud! As if another bear slammed feet first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much will I get for this?
How much would you like?
69.
What? Much too much.
Ah, gostas de tomates?
I don't believe I have that amount. What would you say to a festival discount? On account of the, tourney? Agreed.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, traps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, master.
Feast till the wine barrels run dry. There is no tomorrow.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway.
Não, devia haver à noite.
Tracks?
Será que é diferente se for à noite?
Trampled grass and bloomers. Not the kind of moaning he meant, though. Graves dug up. Thing is, robbers don't usually wail and moan that much.
Shit.
More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noises coming from here.
Pensava que ia morrer. Raio.
Might be noisy. Doubt the source of the sounds in question.
Ah, não quero. Qual é que é? Do suporte deste, né? Isto é um pouquinho assustador. Ah.
Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hack's lair either. Louis de Corentin died on the day of Saint Fresh Remembrance. You know, it wasn't too long ago. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Here lies Margot de Corentin. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible.
Então.
Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
Ah, ok, já percebi.
Behind this statue, maybe?
Espera sentado.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lebioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrid, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it.
Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
Mind keeping it down? Neighbors are complaining.
Neighbors? Everyone here is dead.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once.
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery.
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet. Shut up, both of you. Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentans. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you. And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards. Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Valhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Não, não sabes.
Need to think about it.
Ele acabou de dizer que não sabia.
All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepiota. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he promptly added, I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drat! Oh, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. Chamber Louis mentioned. Gotta be.
You'll not find wood here. not paying with
Epa.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the swarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. That stench. That ought to do. Right. High time Margot paid up.
Então. Estava preso na animação. Dá para explorar isto ainda mais? Isto parece que acaba já aqui. Está trancado. Eu gosto do eco. Mas dá a chave para aquilo.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch for privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Que é isto?
Cards full of things. Now worry not and drink, drink, drink. Terrifying at times.
Aim to hop on a horse after making merry. Don't even consider it.
Hey there. I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Yeah, really tough, demanding fight. Barely made it out alive.
Is it your codex? Forbids you from revealing the details? For the best, I dare say. There's a small premium for you. You've earned it.
Prefiro que seja de manhã. Se eu não vejo nada.
Boy, rotten time.
My strength's good.
Reginald Maltby has returned, not to be missed by your peers. Oh.
Oh. Onde é que é isto?
I love you.
Tree on the sign. Must be the house.
Your boots could use some polish, Vic.
Need to go around.
Nothing doing. Something reeks around here.
Ooh.
Not here.
Caceta, sistema.
Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
que é que eu faço agora? Experimentar isto.
Faster.
Min. O que é que isto me está a dar de bónus?
Here's some free advice, Richmond. If you've no reason to live respect.
Here is the hero we can afford. Witcher, open the unbeliever.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Caraças.
Damn it. Killer must still be here. In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Estes são os... Carrego.
You. Saw you at the inn. Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Puxa. Este é um vampiro. É uma espécie de vampiro. Isso eu sei. Mas o que é bom? Não aparecem aqui, mas estas são parecidas. Gritando. Vamos teste.
was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Sim, é engraçado. Mas se calhar devia ter lutado contra o Gunther. Aí tinha mais um efeito. Ah, tem coisa. Preciso mais de um ponto. Já tenho esta cena. Então porquê que eu não haveria de gostar? Não foi mau nem nada disso. Para mim foi coisa. Para mim aquilo está ligado ao jogo normal. Também eu... Sim, já fiz. Para mim o Hearts of Stone é a mesma coisa que o jogo normal. Eu comprei isto tudo junto. Ou se calhar há pessoas que pagaram para aí 10 euros e acham que aquilo não valeu os 10 euros. Deixa com eles.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But Sir Palmerin, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmer and Story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Sim. Coitados aqueles que pagaram 60 euros pelo No Man's Sky e o jogo nem sequer está acabado.
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shailmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this.
Momentum.
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
Por acaso o For Honor estava acabado. Os servidores online é que estavam todos lixados. Mas agora já disseram que aquilo está tudo bem. Tinham que passar 2 anos até arranjarem os servidores. Já recebi uma versão grátis para PC e tudo. Acho que isso foi tudo através do Uplay. Isto aqui é um Relic Toil, não é? Acho que é isto. Aquilo que eu me lembro. Olha, o que não desiludiu foi o God of War mesmo. God of War tens o preço fixo, recebes um jogo completo. Por acaso não. Acho que acabei a história toda. Fiz o troféu de platina, mas dá para continuar a ficar lá em. Como é que se chama aquilo? Aquele. Sim, deve ser isso. Como é que se chama aquele realm que é tipo cheio de lava e vulcões? Muspelheim, é isso. Aquele tem tipo um modo infinito de desafios. É só para as pessoas continuarem a jogar aquilo.
For honor! Onward!
Gotta keep it down.
Yeah, Muspelheim. Muspelheim. Oi.
If this heat is stronger, let loose a roar and knock people out. Down came the Witcher in one mighty bound. It fights to the beast, its plans confound. Has been weighed by the gods. So the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. The Witcher waited till the time was true, then 12 died. The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade.
Mesmo
Behold,
parecia
as the
um
last
macaquinho
gasps of
a
life
guinchar.
seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. It hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Dandelion está sempre metido dentro do...
The very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Peço Sasha Baron Cohen.
Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsmen handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand That which you find at home, yet did not expect.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-pursers.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me, an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinch.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Five virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
Isso é uma quest, sim. É gajo que está no meio de lago que dá para andar por
By
cima
no
d'água.
means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I said... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Grace seems right at home
Right
herself.
like the wind.
It's her! It's her!
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
But you can't say... If he's not up again...
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to get... And second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It turns around, over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
If one were to call a state courageous or coward.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try this.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Roach likes carrots. Maybe unicorn will too.
This is an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
It's
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale. Damn it.
Espera.
What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot?
Ah, fazer batata com o Waxy.
Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
That's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bombard wretch!
He's ruined the gap!
This is an outrage.
Don't cry, dear. The Duchess will hear of this.
Oh, estava ali um barco. Assim mais rápido. Noble man.
About to burst from the surface
Os povões da Alameda.
Still waters.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
rice and cheese. Palace pantry, maybe?
No. The hare is obliged to hide here in the gardens. Look, if we take roe, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
Oh, what the butch?
What was that?
Carrei.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
What the fuck? Este gajo.
I won't let you kill it.
Consegui.
You want to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All's in order. Wounds such as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather
Parece o
stubborn.
Daniel
You must certainly
Day-Lewis
recall
naquele
that
filme
neither
do
do I
Lincoln.
so readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter, regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. Is precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upsetting. Immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
how should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our coursers would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Eu posso fazer. Falta mais um ponto. Bom, eu vou parar isto.